I think this dealer was a Gold Coast reject. 12. Holy shit.
What is up, everybody? Chris the Dice Legion here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing well. The man next to me needs zero introduction, but I'm going to introduce him anyway. Most of you know who he is. We have Ed Robinson from Roll2Win, also the co-host of the Casino Tiers podcast, which has to be the #1 craps podcast in the world. Ed, how are you
Thank you.
doing this evening?
Man, I'm doing good. I just got through listening to this week's podcast, actually, right before we got on.
Nice. Very nice. Yeah, I gotta go take a listen to it. But I've told Ten Ton quite a few times. I save quite a few of them, and then when I'm cutting the grass, I'm listening to them because that's what I'm listening to when I'm cutting the grass. And you guys like, I've had to stop the mower a few times, and I've texted Ten Ton, and I'm like, dude, you had me crying. I actually had to stop cutting the grass because my lines weren't so straight anymore.
We have a unique relationship in that it just works. I mean, to me it works anyway, and I think a lot of people I tend to agree that it works. So we have a lot of fun with it. He's actually in Los Angeles as we speak, taking care of some business out there, but he was able to get. We just did a review with Dice Coach. We recorded it last week. Boom, got it up, got it on, and it's up. It's out there. So
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, anybody who hasn't seen Casino Tears has to get out from under the rock they're under. And there's links down below in the description to Edge channel, Roll2Win Craps, and then also to the Casino Tears Patreon page. And you guys can find their podcast on all your listening preferenced platforms. They're all there. So what are we doing tonight? All right, here's what we're doing, ladies and gentlemen. So I prefaced this in a video that I put out earlier this week. For those of you who don't know, I'm doing a $100 to $10,000 challenge by pretty much gambling every single day of the year, and I had an interesting experience on the tables. And Ed was actually the first person I texted when this happened, and I was like, Ed, we have to do a reaction here. I need the king of the reactions to do this one with me because just wouldn't be able to do it justice. Um, so, Ed, you saw a small, very small sampling. I have a much larger sampling for us. But initial reaction, what was your thought?
what a dumb shit you have for the dealer.
Right? Right? All right.
I mean,
So,
I I'll go ahead and give you my line. I think this dealer was a Gold Coast reject.
he might have been. I don't know where this guy came from. For you guys are going to see the footage here very shortly. But the one thing here is craps dealers need to be trained on the game of craps. And I'm of the school of thought that slot techs and other people who don't understand the game should not be dealing the game. Goes for the Roll2Win tables, goes for any of the tables. That you have to have a relative foundation for the game of craps to understand what's going on in order to be able to deal. And I can tell you, this guy coming up has zero foundation of the game. I don't think he's ever seen it played before. It was remarkable. So, what are your thoughts on that, Ed? What do you think about like slot techs dealing Roll2Win and things like that?
I mean, I don't even know what a slot tech is, so they can't be qualified in my book to do craps. I mean, a slot tech, that's somebody that goes in and change out the paper or something, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Uh,
That's true. But like,
I
I
mean,
mean, there's some roll
but
to win tables. They got like janitors working the
they've
stick.
got they'll pull a baccarat dealer to go over there and
Mm-hmm.
break dice and punch in a number or something, and you know, it doesn't take a lot, but it does take some mental capacity. You got to, obviously you need to know. You don't have to know the payouts. Computer does it. You don't have to. You don't have to do moving of chips, making change, none of that. All you got to be able to do is rake the dice, punch in the number, and then hit the timer. Some people are capable of that. Some people should stay as a janitor.
I agree. I think they pulled this guy. I don't know where they pulled him from, but those concepts you just described were, let's just say, a little bit harder than we thought. So, all right, without further ado, let's get into this footage, and we're going to react live. Obviously, I've seen it because I was playing live. Ed has not seen this yet. He
I
saw,
have not
like
seen
I
it.
said, maybe a minute clip of it that I had to send to him to be like, look at this. I mean, can you believe this? So we're going to watch it together, and we'll react. Ed, you want to drop in and say anything? I'll pause the video. We'll react. There's a couple spots that I know I have something to say, so let's do it.
All right, go for it.
Next year they're gonna take care of y'all, right? I got faith.
Real quick, just for everybody, you can ignore me betting. This was actually filmed as part of my challenge. So just ignore the bets. All you have to do is watch my man right here.
All right, so do they give you a new dealer every time you start out?
So the dealers switch every 30 minutes. So basically, if you happen to be playing and then there's a dealer change, every 30 minutes they switch and they come through about every 3 hours. So it's like they do 30 minutes dealing craps. They'll rotate to go deal blackjack for an hour. So 30 minutes on one table, 30 minutes on another table. Then they have a 30-minute break. Then they come back to craps, back to blackjack, blackjack, break, and run the cycle one more time.
All right, and so for dumbasses like me, this is a online gaming casino somewhere, right?
Yep. Yeah, it's
And
so all the major sports books in Pennsylvania use the same one. It's Evolution Gaming. There's been a lot of say conspiracy theories surrounding them, but they run on this is specifically on Fanatics, but Caesars uses the same one. BetMGM, FanDuel, all the major sports books use the same provider.
all right, I like your hat, man. Let's go.
I like the hat. We got it. Here we go. Let's do it. We're just waiting on the dice to be chucked. This guy couldn't even figure out how to push the button to get the dice thrown in.
It goes into a machine, kicks it out, right?
Yeah, it's like an automatic arm that swings. That's what they put it on. Okay, now, Ben. Fast forward
Hands
to
up.
this a little bit here.
Nice out.
There we go.
Six.
All right.
Hard
Got a
six. Come on, a six.
All right, so one thing here already. I fast forward a little bit too much. We're gonna watch this one more time. Listen to how he calls the six.
Did
5-1-6.
Hands up. Nice out. We have a six. Hard six. Come on, a six.
Did he just say hard six?
Yeah, yes, he did. Not an easy six. That's a hard six. So, number one, here we go.
Number one,
First
number
roll.
two, he's trying to read braille on the top of those things or something because that's an incorrect call.
This guy had been crying the whole time. All right, he enters the number. There we go. Puck is on the six, right? We came out. We're on the point of six. Watch the timer go down a little bit here. All right, so you get 15 seconds to place the bets in between rolls.
Okay.
Hands up. Dice out. We have 12 caps 12. 12 or 12.
I was gonna say hard 12.
At least he would have been right there.
He would have been
Kind of.
Kind of. It would have been better than that 5-1 being a hard. I wonder how you punched it in the machine.
This guy is funny. Let me tell you, this guy had a lot of funny stuff going on. Now he's fidgeting with the puck, right? You see him fidgeting with the puck. Hey, the puck doesn't move, but he's fidgeting with it. Let's see what happens. All right.
He turned it off.
I was just gonna say that.
He
Notice
turned
here.
the puck off.
Notice
He turned the puck off on the real table.
right
little
there.
tub
The
there.
puck is off. See, this
What
is
the
why
hell?
I was telling you I had to get off the damn table. I couldn't play because now the puck is off. As you can see on the screen on the bottom there, my game board, the puck's clearly on the 6 because we set the point of hard 6.
Not only that, his jalousies are about to fall off his shoulder.
All right, so let's keep going here. Let's see what this guy has
All
to
right, go
offer
ahead.
us.
I mean, look at that right shoulder. All right, it's on the 12. Holy shit.
We've marked the 12, ladies and gentlemen.
We're marking the 12 as the point, folks. This is a craps game, not crapless. But we're still going to.
Notice how he marks it, though, in the field. In
I
the
know.
field, he marks it. And
I
for
know.
anybody who hasn't played this game, you're going to see it. The dice land right about there. When they're coming off the arm, the dice land right about there. But now we have the 12 marked in the field. We're 2 rolls in here. 2 rolls in, we have a hard 6 call, and now we got the 12 marked in the field.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what's going on.
This guy needs a braille reader. All right.
Let's go.
Oh, they changed it.
Hands up. Face out. 7. Out 7, unfortunately.
First thing he's done right the entire time.
That was luck. He'd already run out of goof.
The chat was going wild here. For anyone who wants
I'm
to
reading it.
kind of, I was going to say, anyone who wants to kind of read the chat, you can see it below, right above where the bet is. All right, so my bet gets resolved. I'm going down my ladder for my challenge, but we're still stuck with this guy. Here we go. What's he going to do for us? What's he going to do for us?
So is that your $20 on the don't pass?
Yes.
Okay. What's that shit behind you?
Hands up.
Hard 5.
Face out. All right, we have a 5.
I don't know if you
What'd
caught
he
that.
say?
We got a hard 5.
Down behind the what? What did he say?
Let's go back.
What did he say? No field 5, and then he said down behind something.
He said the don'ts travel, but it's a don't catch for coming out. Here we go. Let's see what he says.
Hands up. Face out. All right, we have a 5. No throw 5. Down behind the 5.
Down behind with the 5.
Down behind. What does that mean?
He's inventing some new lingo for us.
Send that to Craps Master Journey so he can use that every morning, please.
I shall. All right, here we go. Let's
No
me
field
keep us in
5,
the
down
loop.
behind the line.
send it to Joe. Be like, here you go, Joe. Here's your new stick call.
Yeah, you stick call for Joe.
Hands up. Dice out. All right, we have a 5. Down behind a 5. A 4-5.
He's being drowned out by the elevator music.
He is, and he still doesn't know that it's a winner 5. We haven't called it a winner 5. It's still a 5, and
Well,
the puck. Just watch where the puck stays.
I mean, look at his freaking joust on the right hand side. It's falling off. I mean, his clothes are hanging off.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. He wasn't ready for work today.
Nah, he just run out of the bathroom and forgot to pull his britches up. That's it. Did he at least mark it a winner? You poor guys playing.
All right, so look, if you can see, it's kind of hard, but if you look on the edge of the field, right between the field and the aces, there through the screen, you can see the puck is still on the 5.
I see that.
You'll
do
see it
that.
better when they switch the view. When you stop betting here, when they switch the view to the landing zone. There you go.
Yeah.
Claim what you want, but aren't your things right? Hands up. Face out. Ain't doing nothing wrong. You call me what you want. Hey, your number's coming out right. 6.
Somebody fussing at him in the chat already, aren't they?
Oh yeah, the chat was going crazy this entire time, and then now he's getting into it with the chat. So mind you, we're like 4 minutes into this guy's session of 30 minutes that he's got, and he's already going at it with chat, and he's saying the numbers you want are rolling, aren't they? So what does it matter what I do? But don't worry, he says some funny stuff coming.
Does he punch this in? Because I don't know that I'd trust this guy.
He does, yes.
That's dangerous.
It is. You can. The only, I guess, good thing is you can see on the screen. It'll pop up what he punches in.
It's actually a
But, like,
easy 6 down behind a 6.
you'll see the 5-1 come up.
That's all you want. It's the number right.
And by the luck of God, he's correct right now because he just moved the puck to the 6, but that happened to be a come out roll.
Right? The number's right. That's all that should be all that matters, right? Y'all getting your right dice roll. Hands up. Dice out. All right. We have a 12. Hard 12.
Hard 12. He said it.
I was gonna say, there's your hard 12 call. There he is with
Hard
it.
12. Hard 12, baby.
Okay.
Let's mark up that 12.
Dolly Parton.
You can even see like the stick work is like so slow and deliberate. It's like he's afraid to like flip the dice. Bro, you already entered it. Doesn't matter what the dice I have on top of them now.
I wonder, why does he say hands up?
I think it's part of the game. I don't know, because like I don't know if it's a reminder for them or what, but like there's nobody sitting around this table. So what does it matter if
There's
your hands
never gonna be anybody around this table.
Just hands
We
up.
don't even know what country this table's sitting in.
It could be sitting in Sri Lanka for all we know. I don't know.
Yeah.
It is.
Probably.
I can actually confirm it. It is actually in Philadelphia, because one of the dealers who deals the game, I know who he is. He actually grew up around me. He deals craps, and he lives where I used to live, like at my parents' house. And he said he works in Philly. So
Okay.
if we
it
wanna
is
believe
actually
that.
So you think it's actually in Philadelphia?
from what he said, yes. I don't know.
All
Here we
right.
go. All right, let's see what my friend has to say. And why is my camera all frozen? All right, so we just had the 12 room. Now we're going to roll whatever else is next. Let's see what he has to offer us.
Well, your don't pass is working.
Yeah, it is working. It's been working pretty good in this whole challenge. To be honest with you, these tables they go on runs. Don't get me wrong. I've had some big losing days on the don't, but more often than not, it's pretty strong. So he knows he's got to turn the puck off. Maybe he'll re-chat a little bit. Just trying not to look up at that screen. He knows he's getting destroyed.
Hands up. Dice out. All right, so we have 11. Yo, 11.
That did not help you.
Well, it did not help me. Did not help me at all. But yeah, it is what it is.
You immediately reduced your bet.
Yeah, so when I'm doing this, I play like a little ladder. So I start at 15. If I lose, go up to 20, lose 25, win, come back down to 20, back down to 15, just kind of progressively up down a little bit. But let's see where he marks this. Is this the one where he thinks we have a point set?
Is he gonna mark the field?
He does. I think he does it on this one, but I don't remember, to be honest with you. I was so confused this entire session, I had no clue what was going on.
Hands up.
He forgot to mark the pump. That's fine.
All right. Number 11. Hands up. Dice out. 10. Easy 10.
So I can say I cut that one a little bit. I cut this because I don't want
on the 8. Why is the puck on the 8, dude?
Yeah, see, this is the thing. So I cut this down a little bit because it was so painful watching this guy do some stuff. So I didn't want to have 30 minutes of this guy doing stuff. So I cut it down a little bit. But yeah, so a few minutes later, this is actually the clip that I sent you, the minute and change clip that I sent you. So
okay.
Everyone at home, set the scene here. The puck is on the 8 on the table. The puck is on the 5 on the game. I'm not playing anymore. So basically, after those yos, I stopped playing because I took 2 back-to-back losses there on the yos. I was like, I'm done with this guy. Can't do it anymore. Stop playing. And then come back in to see this, right? So it's the 8 is on the point on the table. The 5 is the actual point of the game. And you can even see this guy. I know the basics. I just don't want to spend time to read to you what a come out is and was hoping somebody could just tell you. But let's see where this puck goes.
How can they let somebody that stupid deal a game even if there's no players there? I mean, this is insanity.
Exactly. And that's why I stopped playing. I was getting so frustrated. Just because, like, if I was playing numbers, it doesn't really matter because, like, they automatically turn your bets off on a come out. So, like, to me, it wouldn't necessarily matter. The problem is I'm playing the don't, and I can read the screen and see what the point is, but the point on the table and everything, it's getting me so confused. Like, am I playing against the 5 or am I against the 8? I don't know which one I'm against right now.
Yeah, I got you.
So he rolls the 10. See him enter the 10. And now we have the puck on the 10 because that was the last number rolled. So apparently we play a game called the traveling puck to the last number that was rolled.
This is worse than
my first time on there. If you have a problem,
he's fussing back at somebody. He's fussing at somebody.
Here we go. Let's see what he says.
Right.
But see the point? It's on the 10 now.
We got a dealer with a Chad attitude. All right.
Here we go. All right, let me slide this back just a touch. All right.
this is my first time on there. I'm not doing anything wrong as far as like the dice are coming out right. I'm not doing anything wrong.
So he's sitting there saying that if people are trying to fuss him, it's his first time. The dice are coming out right. He's not doing anything wrong.
But he's moved the puck from the 5 to the 8 and now to the 10. Is he going to move it to the 2 is my question.
Let's find out.
All right, 2 craps 2. I told y'all when I came here, it was my first time here, and y'all just hung up on me. I'm doing what I was, like, it was a 7. The 7 clears the table. Right.
He's got that right. 7 clears the table. And the audio is kind of fuzzy because I had to kill the elevator music for everybody at home. So his audio is kind of fuzzy because I don't want a copyright strike. So I had to play with the pitch levels and stuff to get it out. But we've established the 7 clears the table. So I guess he knows what he's doing.
He's got that part right.
And that's what, where is it 20?
He's moving it. Did he move it to the 2?
Yes, he did.
He moved it to
Yes,
the.
he did.
I heard him go, "Where's the 2?" Oh, there it is.
You see where that buck is?
God,
It's in the field.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
I
7
was
clears the
doing what I was
table.
told.
I'm just sliding the puck around. God,
My guy thinks he's playing roulette over here, where you mark the number after the spin.
yeah, it's like he just give him one of those little hourglass looking things and let him mark the point.
If there was a 7 on the table, he would definitely mark the 7. I guess the only thing for him is there's no 7 on the table, so he knows it clears it.
Yep.
Oh, this
Never
guy.
seen that. I've
That's what I'm
never
saying. You
seen
don't move it. It was already on 5. It's on 5. I'm not. I know. I'm doing what I was taught. Okay. I'm doing what I was told. I'm not doing. I'm doing what I was told in school.
Oh, he moved it to
I'm
5 now. So everybody
Yeah,
fussed
because
at him, so now they moved it back to the 5.
yeah, and he's defending himself with, "I'm doing what I was taught. I'm doing what I was taught. I'm doing what I was taught." I'm not sure anybody who taught you this, my guy. Like, I don't think anybody's teaching this.
Note for dealers: don't take a correspondence course to learn the deal.
Even fiance DJ was like, "What the hell's going on here?" Because she saw me. I was like, "I can't even do this." Like, and I literally called her over when I was doing this live. I was like, "What's going on here?" And she was like, "The puck should be on the 5, not the 10." And I'm like, "I know, right?"
Listen to your breaks. Hands up. Dice out. All right.
This is this guy's favorite number because easy for him. He knows what to do.
He knows exactly. He turns that off.
7 out 7. That's simple. It goes out now. 7 out 7.
All right. So I stopped the recording, then I restarted the recording because I'm going to start betting again here. Because I was just having way too much fun watching, and once I got over the where the puck's going, I'm going to start betting again. But you can see the people in chat are calling for support. They're calling for the eyes in the sky to like tell this guy to stop dealing.
No.
All right. Now it's this one. Like no, like now, like, I'm not listening to y'all no more. Y'all trying to get me chopped up. I'm doing what I was taught. Y'all can curse.
All right. So
Was,
what he said was,
I want to know who told him to do that.
yeah, right. What he said was he's not looking at the chat anymore because he said you guys are wrong. I'm doing what I was taught.
Curse me all y'all want. I don't care. I'm doing my job. I'm not worried about y'all no more.
I don't care. I'm doing my job. I'm not worrying about y'all no more. Sounds good. Worry about the puck. That's all we care about.
Y'all trying to get me caught up, and I'm doing the right thing. Hands up. Dice out. 10. Mark the 10. Down behind the 10. Because now it's going to be.
He's memorized calls. Because he's like the 10 point is 10 down behind the 10. So if somebody had laid the 10 or whatever, then that would be the call. So maybe they did somewhere out there in La La Land, but he's just memorized the same calls over and over and totally screwed up a good game.
Yeah, he did. This was painful. And like you can see even in chat, people are like, guys, take your money and go. Like just
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
But for
Take your money
me,
and go right now.
betting on the don't, I'm putting my money down. Like, give me this. I love this guy. Because
Mm-hmm.
he has no clue what he's doing. And I mean, obviously, the game, he can't affect my payout unless he puts the wrong number in. But even then it's a call to support. You'd be like, hey, he put the wrong number in. Go check the footage. The other thing is, I'm recording the entire thing. So if they wanted to dispute me on it, I have record that he rolled what he rolled. So
Yeah.
all right, got the 10. We'll mark up the 10. I'm sure. See what happens. If we can figure out how to work the screen. Took him a little bit again.
6 and 4.
Trying to sit there and figure out which buttons to push. 6 and 4.
They should just give him a pointy hat to wear.
Right.
like a dunce.
The one guy in chat, I don't know if you saw it. The one guy goes, "This dude voted for Kamala."
Twice.
That was
I
funny.
have to do the module first. I do the module first.
You know.
There's a
I can't touch
module?
the table until I do the module. I'm letting you know that.
So when they're trained, they're supposed to go to the computer, punch the number in, then grab the dice, load them in the launcher, then do the puck. Or they can
Okay.
do it's computer first. It's always computer first, then grab the dice. Sometimes you'll see like computer first, put the puck where it's supposed to be, grab the dice to the launcher. This guy, emphasis on got to do the module first. Oh well.
At least he got his
I touch that first, then I do that.
right.
I know where it's at. Hands up, dice out. Like, I'm actually doing what I'm supposed to be doing, y'all.
We're rushing him.
I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
I mean, he's the one who controls the pace of the game.
Yeah.
As soon as he inputs the number, that's what starts the timer for us to bet. If he doesn't punch a number in, I can't touch the screen and bet anywhere. I can't bet until the countdown timer's on there, which is only activated once he touches the screen. So like I can't possibly rush you.
6, easy 6. All right, push this first. As always. Because I know I can't touch this until I touch that. See? It's a 6.
Did he move the puck?
Of course he moved the puck.
I thought I saw his hand come across.
Yeah, so
Well,
now for everybody at home, the point's 6 apparently.
Unless you're on the computer and the point's 10.
Yeah, you're playing properly, the point's 10. Which, if you're a don't player, you'd much prefer the 10 against the 6. But if you're a pass line player, I guess maybe the 6 is helpful. The only problem is the lines are based on what the actual point is, not what this guy thinks the point is.
I know what I'm doing. Y'all trying to like rush me, and I know what I'm doing. I touch the module, then I do that. That's what I was told to do. You touch the module first, and then you do the tape. Y'all can get me all y'all want. I really don't care. No, you don't. Like, y'all be mean to somebody who the first
Man, I don't care. Screw y'all. All right. He's had enough. He's done.
like, y'all be mean to somebody who the first time on.
You said you're being mean.
No
I think people
kidding. First
people
time
were
on
actually
here.
people were trying to be helpful at first. The problem is he wasn't taking it. He was just saying that people were wrong, all this kind of stuff. So I guess, people were trying to be helpful in the beginning. You don't want to listen. You want to be hard-headed. Well, maybe people will be
And
mean.
they're doing the right thing. Hands up. Somebody trying to do their job, and y'all being mean. I hope we are full proud of yourself. All right, 7 out of 7. That's easy. Now it's off. Before this. Yes.
It's the only move.
Was that wrong? Was that wrong? You're a bum. Or is that wrong? I'm dumb now. I'm
Sorry,
dumb.
my fault. Skipped ahead. Here we go.
Y'all being mean. I hope we are full proud of yourself. All right, 7 out of 7. That's easy. Now it's off. Before this. Yes. Was that wrong? Was that wrong? You're a bum. Or is that wrong? I'm dumb now. I'm done.
Guess you lost it one more time. He's officially done now.
So did he end quick before he was
Well,
supposed to?
No, he was on here for 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
He was on here for the whole time.
You just compressed this down so we didn't have to have all that misery.
Yeah, because I couldn't sit here any longer and do it, and that's why I tried to cut it down a little bit to the I guess the highlights of our friend here. But we can watch just a touch more, and then we can stop watching because I think he's done enough.
I'm done. I'm done. By the way,
Notice he's just laughing over there.
Guy says, "Please be done."
I know y'all know. I'm reading it off what he said. I'm not calling that. I'm reading what he said. You are effing good job. Great. Great. I hope y'all at home proud of yourself. Talk to somebody who's trying to make their living.
This is me scrolling through chat to see what people are saying.
Hands up. Like I said, I'm not even gonna read the chat anymore. I'm gonna just do my job. I don't got time for this. All right. 7.
Dwayne's gonna turn him into the craps police.
Yeah, that's this guy. Yair is he's this guy's playing at all hours of the day. Like every time I play, this guy's playing. Doesn't matter if I play at 7 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning, lunchtime, 3 p.m., 10 p.m. This guy's always playing.
That guy right there. That
Yeah, Yair
why?
000 or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, he said, Dwayne, I'm reporting you.
Yeah. Gonna turn Dwayne in. Craps police.
Woo. All right. Nothing was established yet. So we're gonna say that was wrong too. If it's a 7, it goes out.
Too bad that was a come out.
It was a come out roll.
This guy. Our buddy Yair's back again. You'll need to be retrained or you'll never deal craps again.
That's a fact.
Well, y'all should be retrained as players, never play again. How about that? Tell somebody like, if it's 7, it's supposed to go out. Alright. 2 craps. 2. There's no point in doing savage yet because there's no 2 on the board, obviously.
Correct.
Come on, guy.
There is no 2.
Move the puck to the field, please. If I'd have been on there, I'd have been telling him, you got to move the puck to the 2.
So show me on here where's the 2 at. Like, I want to know. Am I doing something wrong now? Where's the 2 on here? Are y'all gonna tell me that, you know?
The funny part to me is, right, he's asking for people to tell him where the 2 is. Well, I don't know, 10 minutes earlier, he put the puck on the 2 in the field on a come out.
Yeah.
But now he's not going to do it. I don't know. This guy, maybe he learned.
Totally brain dead dealer.
I'm a grown man. I'm gonna cry, but
I'm a grown man. I'm not going to cry. All right.
But you could at least straighten up your jalousies there, dude.
And the tie, too. His tie is crooked as all
Well,
hell.
the tie is going to get hung up in that thing, and he's going to hang himself if he ain't careful.
It looks like he's making a backwards N. The one suspender with the tie with the other.
He is. You're right. It is.
you know, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like as far as my first time doing it, and I'm not doing it as far as like I'm putting the dice somewhere wrong. The dice coming out right the way y'all betting them. So what's the issue?
All right, the issue, and I'm gonna stop it there because I'm gonna switch back to this screen here, because this goes on for another. I think I have maybe 6 more minutes of video, but it's just the same thing of moving the puck, moving the puck, moving the puck. You guys, yeah, what's wrong? The dice are coming out the way you guys want. The problem is, this is the game of the traveling puck.
Yep. Totally traveling puck. And it probably doesn't even have, a plane ticket or anything. It's doing a lot of traveling without the authority to travel.
Yeah, that was one of the most
I've
interesting.
never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that. And I'd be scared to play that game. I don't know how you can do it. We can't do that stuff down here, but at least as far as I know. But you've just convinced me that I have no interest. But
I'm gonna be the anti-evolution guy.
I mean, is that the evolution of craps? We're gonna watch some guy they picked up off the street somewhere they gave him a crash course on how to put dice in a machine and where to move the puck to, and he thinks he's supposed to move the puck every time the dice roll. That's
I don't
insane.
know. I mean, I'll
I
be honest. There's some decent dealers on there who are, good. They have good stick calls, all that kind of stuff. But a handful of them are bad. Not this bad, but that's why as soon as this happened, I had to send it to you and be like, "Can you believe what is going on here right now? Like this is unbelievable."
I've never seen anything like that in my life, and I don't want to see it again. I mean,
I think that's
I
the
don't,
best
I
part
don't,
though.
I don't want to see that again. I mean, what? Who taught him that shit? I'm just doing what I was told. He's got the
I think
attention span. He must have the attention span of a gnat to be able to not absorb the fact that you set it and you leave it there until the seven rolls, and the machine takes care of everything else.
literally, and they have the same screen that like you see when I'm playing the game screen. They have
Yeah,
that in the room. So it's like, just sit there, look at the screen, puck stays where it's supposed to be, just load the dice, punch the number in, you're fine. But no, you got to sit here and then get all indignant about it. I mean, I think that was the funniest part. Not only the moving, but then the
yeah.
insisting that I'm right.
Not taking the people's help. I mean, because they did try to give him some instruction,
Hmm.
and then he got pissed off about that, and they just started ragging him, which I would have ragged him too. But I would have kept telling him he needed to keep moving the puck. I'd have probably played devil's advocate to everybody else and just like, dude, you got to put it on the two. It's right there in the field next to the three.
Should have told him when the seven comes, you got to turn the puck on and the come. That's what happens when the seven comes. You got to put on puck in the come, good to go.
I mean, that reminds me of some dealers that, like I said, you would see at Gold Coast.
Yeah, I mean,
I
I've
mean,
never seen anything like this before. Like this, a lot of people don't like the roll to win tables because they do have slot dealers and other people who do deal them. I have had some instances of things like this. Not that bad though, because on the roll to win table there is no puck. The puck is computerized, so it automatically goes. Those people are literally punching numbers in and raking the dice. That's it. But this guy brought it to a whole new level.
I've never seen anything like that. I mean, you're going to see mistakes on these electronic tables anyway. The problem with them is like, all right. So I remember one time I got to shoot without even a pass line on a roll to win table.
Oh, nice.
Um, but then I couldn't get paid when I couldn't do my odds. I had to do a place bet until they got through the cycle. Um, what did I see? Oh, it was. I tell you what it was. It was in Vegas on that stadium craps machine. I don't
Hmm.
know. I have no. I've only. That's the first time I ever been on one. Didn't like it. If the dice didn't hit the wall, they had some sensors in the wall, and so if it didn't hit the wall, the red lights came on around the top, and you had to sit there for a floor man to come back and reset the machine so that then they could continue to toss.
Oh
Have you
wow.
seen that?
Yeah,
That was
they
at
good.
Yeah, that was at the Horseshoe. I don't know if the rest of them are like that. I got no idea. Probably won't ever play another one again. It felt like I was throwing on a card table.
Hmm.
You know, it didn't have any kind of normal response to it. Now some people like it. I get it, but I didn't like it. It felt like I was throwing onto the top of a card table down there. And again, what happened was on this, I remember one hit the back wall and one hit just right of the the mixing bowl, kind of in the sidewall, but it still hit the gators, still hit the pyramids and came down, but the red lights came on. So the dealer got to stand there, and you got to holler at the floor man. The floor man's got to come over and he's got to push a button, to turn the game back on, and I just found all that really distracting.
Yeah, that
And
happens with this game, because like if the dice don't hit the back wall, it's up to the dealer to see it. And if they don't hit the back wall, they have to call for a camera view from above, and they either determine if it's a valid roll or an invalid roll. And if it's an invalid roll, it's a re-roll. Your bets are locked. You can't change them. They just reload the dice in the machine and chuck.
you can't turn them off.
Can't turn them off.
Oh, that sucks, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I,
There was it's a weird thing. I don't love it at all, I can tell you that. But it's the only way I can gamble for actual money playing craps for this daily challenge. Now, yes, I could go to the casino every single day, but it's not the closest drive for me anymore. When I lived back at home, yeah, maybe. But now I got like a 35-minute drive to the casino. So I can't go there 5 times a week.
no, that's but still closer than I am, dude. But anyway, um, I find that whole thing. I mean, that little machine he's got. Somebody had to approve that. I don't know who. Is there a gaming commission involved with that?
Yeah, all the games are regulated by the Pennsylvania Gaming Commission.
So I think that was a better machine than the one Jeremy had on Color Up, where that economist tried to be an engineer and had that one built by a machinist.
Yeah, that was
The
interesting. This is an actual like the mechanical arm and everything. I mean, it's very consistent. I will say that. Like
So
if you
if I was a dealer on that show, I would be like, I'd say, DGen, I'd call you. I'm gonna set the 3V all day.
yeah,
I mean, and
I would love it.
you gotta bet some of that's going on
Yeah, you would
because
think, and like
I
they're
mean, because
supposed to leave the result the way it was. So, like for example, you roll. Let's say the machine rolls a 5-1-6. The 5 and the 1 are supposed to be the top faces of the dice when they get loaded back into the machine. But some people switch them around. And some dealers will like, do what you ask them to do. So like
yeah,
some people love the 3V set. It's hilarious that you actually pick that as your set because there's one dealer who I play with in the morning when it's not going right, like he'll say he wants to set the flying V, which is a 3V set. And when he sets that, I am dark, 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 dark. Because when I see that, or when I see hard ways, because you don't understand how many times these dice double pitch, and a lot of people aren't catching on to this stuff, right? But I'm sitting there and
right,
I'm watching, and I'm like, all right, you rolled a 6-4-10. You got a 6-3-4-1 is what I'm looking at from the dice perspective. You wouldn't believe how many times those dice, one stays on axe, the other one pitches. It's remarkable.
yeah.
And sometimes the
And
dice
I
just
also
sit.
know they didn't land consistently either in the same area all the time. They were within a maybe a foot or two, which isn't
Hmm.
very accurate. So there was not a
Yeah,
lot of
because
accuracy in that.
no, there's not. And the other thing too is so the actual tray that they load the dice into, like if I give you like my phone as an example, right? So if this is the tray that they're loading the dice into, and like let's say it looks like this, and you're loading the dice into the tray, you know what? 1 second, let me grab dice. Grab my casino tiers dice.
Hmm.
All right, so let's say we're loading the dice into the tray, right? And let's say this is what it looks like. Let me turn my blur off. All right,
There you
so let's
go.
say we're loading the dice in, right? So let's say you just rolled, let's say you rolled a 4-2-6, right? So you got the 4-2 on top, right? And the 6-5 is facing me, right? So I got 4-2 on top, 6-5 facing me. The thing is, the actual slots in the holder are like this. they're
Yeah, they're
not
wide apart.
tight.
I noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're tight. So you'll see sometimes the dice are like cockeyed like that going into the
Oh,
launcher. So that's one of the main reasons I actually like to play dark on this game is for that reason. Like I don't want to sit there and play dark, and a lot of people will give me shit for playing dark in my challenge and stuff. But when I'm dealing with something like that, I mean that's purely random to me. And when you're, loading the dice in and they can be like cracked like that, I mean, you're asking for sevens. Now, yes, you get rolls every once in a while, but you're asking for it.
yeah. Not a player.
Yeah, I mean,
I
not a
mean,
huge
it's good.
proponent
I
of it, but it
understand you're
works.
doing, and I understand why you're doing it. But I mean, you got crackheads trying to play this for dope money. I mean,
Yeah, oh
don't
yeah,
take advantage. Yeah, I mean, you're taking advantage of these people, whoever this company is. So I don't like it. I don't like
that's
it.
the thing too. Like you see a lot of people there, like actually playing a lot of money through there. Like every time there's a resolution of the dice, you can see like the top winners and stuff. There's people betting like thousands of dollars. Like the max bet on that is $5,000. It's a 50 cent minimum, $5,000 max.
That's a big swing.
So like, I mean, people are betting like paychecks out there
Yeah,
on this, and a lot of people get really mad when the light side is not working. But if you think about it from, a perspective of playing dice for a while, I mean, when you're loading in, whatever set's going in, they can be cracked. I mean, they could be one dice could be in front of the other one, like they could go on the slide like this
yeah.
and just go
It's a
in.
big slot. I noticed it was a bigger slot than the dice don't fit in tight. There's a lot of wiggle room in how those dice go in
Yeah, and the other thing to think about too, I know some people don't think about it, but so they load the dice in on the arm here, right? Then once they push the button, the arm swings back, but it's not like a gentle like back. You can actually hear it click back, which rattles the dice. So you could load them in perfectly square. Once they come back, they could be cockeyed now, and now they're going forward to throw.
there. Play the dark side all the time, dude.
That's
Every
that's what I've been
single
doing,
every
and
single toss.
that's what I do. Like I said,
And
people don't
and
like
stay
it.
away and stay away from Dwayne the dealer.
I will stay away from Dwayne. Well,
I
Ed,
bet I don't even know if he's employed anymore, but stay away from Dwayne the dealer. He can go to Gold Coast and get a job.
yeah, I know. I'd be interested to see what David's reaction to his is. I think Dave would like him a lot. But Ed,
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on and
My
doing the
pleasure, man.
reaction with me. Because you're the king of the reaction, so I had to have you on to do it because I couldn't have did it by myself.
Well, you would have done fine, but thanks for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Anytime, anytime. Everyone at home, hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Let me know what you thought in the comments about that. And again, if you're not subscribed to Ed, Roll2Win Craps, or the Casino Tiers podcast with Ed and 10 Ton is number one. Links are down below. Go check it out. Um, love you all. Ed, hit your
Appreciate you,
tagline.
man. Practice like you play like you practice. Go roll to win.
Don't forget, you will have a DJ in you, and we'll see you very soon.
A
Peace.
lot of DJs.